Yo geeks, welcome back to the channel. Okay, once again I want to start this video showing you my inspiration for this doll. As a huge anime and dolls fan, I've always been in love with Dollfie Dream dolls. I think they are the pinnacle of anime and manga style dolls. Their faces are perfection, and needless to say, their collaboration with some anime franchises are the best of the best. So I really want today to create a doll that evokes the actual Dollfie Dream dolls, since, you know, sadly, I don't own any of them. So I put on hold my other project, since today I really want to honor a universal icon, the doll that started it all, Miss Barbara Millicent Roberts, aka our beloved Barbie. She's been receiving a lot of attention these days and I'm here for it, but I'll make her with a twist. So I had this crazy idea of Mattel actually collabing with Volks and making a Barbie in the style of a Dollfie Dream doll, as if she was a pop idol or a Vocaloid. So I took huge inspiration from another diva, Hatsune Miku. So now you kind of know what's happening in this video. Let's move on to the doll itself. So I altered the proportions of the same doll I created for Princess Peach. I tried to match the Dollfie Dream doll's aesthetic and I think I kinda succeed. Here you can see her in comparison to my original dolls, and she's a little bit bigger. I like to think of her as a bigger sister, but she can still be considered as a 1/6 scale doll though. Okay, let's start with the eyes, and I get tons of requests of showing the printer I got for printing the eyes on my previous video, and here it is. It's just a small photo printer. By the way, thank you so much for all the love and massive amount of views my Princess Peach video had. You are amazing, guys. As you can see, I can directly print from my phone. You can use any art program you like to draw the eyes you want for your doll. And just like that, we have our sheet full of different eye colors. I will cut the pair I'll be using today. I'm being really careful since it's so small. And I will place it on the 14mm eye chips. I'm using UV resin to create the domes. And once done, onto the UV lamp. Once cured, I will glaze the scleras with more UV resin. And onto the UV lamp again. Okay, so now let's move on to the face up. Now the eyes are done, I feel more confident because, believe me, painting a face up on this empty hole without the eyes guide is like walking in blind. I just need to try them all the time, as you'll see. While I'm sketching the face, I want to say that if you're a doll lover, you probably noticed that I haven't mentioned smart dolls. In my opinion, smart dolls are amazing, I love them, but for me, when it comes to the faces, Dollfie Dream takes the win. Not that I don't like smart dolls, I just have a soft spot for the Dollfie Dream faces. The only downside Dollfie Dream has is like their skin color spectrum. It's really boring since they basically only create white skin dolls. They really should take example from smart dolls that comes on a plethora of color skins, because these are dolls that are completely targeted to the adult consumers. I mean, they are hundreds of dollars and sometimes thousands of dollars. Of course, they are not for kids to play. So I don't know, I just would love Dollfie Dream dolls to come in such a huge variety of color skins, just as smart dolls do. Okay, getting back to the face up. Once the face is sketched, it's time to darken the lashes, which I made them huge because, hello, it's Barbie. She's an icon, she's an idol. I'm darkening the outer corners of the eyebrows just to give them a sense of depth. I think pretty much we're done with all the line work here, so it's time to apply some blushing to give some life to this face up. Since this is a Barbie and also she's a pop idol, I wanted to go with pink eyeshadow. I always like this blushing part because I love seeing all the hard lines start to soften a little bit. I also love blushing the lips. For some reason it scares me at the same time cause they're so tiny, it can get messy really easy. Okay, just a subtle blush on the cheeks. I felt like she would be cuter drawing these white dots highlights on the cheekbones. And as a final step, I will spread some micro glitter powder all over her face. I know, it looks super bold right now, but believe me, after Mr. Super Clear, it will fade so much that it will be just a subtle sparkling, you know, for when she's on stage performing. And here's the face up all done. So let's put on the eyes using the BJD Eye Putty. For some reason, I always struggle to get them aligned. And now let's reunite the head and the body. I feel like I've come a long way when it comes to anime dolls. Since my first attempts years ago to what I'm doing now, I don't know, the dolly geeky in me just wants to cry in happiness. She's so pretty. On to the outfit. And I'll be using the good old method of saran wrap and tape to create some of the patterns. Believe me, this one never fails. Once I made them flat, it's easy to transfer them to the paper to create the patterns. For the stockings, I like to do it this way. I just directly trace the shape of the leg onto the paper. Since I'll be making boots instead of stockings, I left extra fabric on the bottom part. You'll see why later on. And then the fun part begins, working with the actual fabrics. Since I started this project, I always knew I wanted to make reference to the very first outfit Miss Barbie wore. Yes, the black and white striped swimsuit. But this time, I will turn it into a top. I'm trying if it fits on her, because I also want to add more glamour to it. I will be using this beautiful metallic silver trim to create the illusion of the stripes. And it will also add like a 3D effect to the outfit. I glued the stripes onto the top, and I really underestimated how tediously difficult this was going to be. It took me the whole freaking day. Cause working with glue over black fabric, I don't know, it's so easy to create an unfixable mess. So I had to go little by little, waiting for each small section to completely dry before going further. And well, it was really a chore. It took the best of me. But it really paid off because these look so freaking good and perfect. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. And I want to continue with my own fancy trend of sewing fully lined outfits without being a seamster. Yes, we love lined doll clothes. It makes them feel special. It makes them feel way more expensive. So once the skirt is sewed, I will make the pleating. I know, it looks like crap right now, but after ironing it, it will look good. I promise, you will see. I'm just trying it on the doll cause I want it to be short, but not extremely short. Once I'm sure of the length, all I have to do is sew the waistband and then closing the skirt in the back. And here's the skirt all finished. I add a black bow on the side cause, I don't know, it was screaming for it. Oh my gosh, I love the lining feeling. As a side note, the bow is also unnecessarily fully lined. What the heck is wrong with me? Okay, for the boots, I will be using this leather-like stretch fabric. I don't know the name of this textile, so I'm really sorry. The process is really easy. I just sew like regular doll stockings, but I will only make the seam till the ankle, where there is an excess of flapping fabric to cover the shoe, which I 3D print them separated in two parts, the shoe itself and the sole platform. Then I will just put on the shoe and using super glue I will stretch the fabric and cover the shoe with it. The trick is applying the super glue in the very edge of the shoe. That way it won't create a mess. Also, you have to be really fast and precise because once the fabric and the super glue touch each other, it's an instant bond. There is no room for mistakes here. There is no going back. It might sound intimidating, but it's really easy, so don't be afraid of making boots this way. Once done, I will get rid of the excess of fabric. And then I will glue the sole platform onto the shoe. Yes, I paint them pink. I will use super glue again, cause I really want a strong bond. And as a final step, I will glue more of the same silver metallic trim between the black and the pink. And here are the boots. They look so fierce and amazing, and they are completely removable. Here you can see it, I'm not lying. You should definitely try this technique. And it's time for you know what, the hair. And since I love to punish myself, I will be using this nylon hair again. I will glue a fake ponytail as a guide first. And then I will be gluing weft all the way around to start building an actual ponytail. Also, I'm really sorry for these out of focus shots. Here's the ponytail all done, which is kind of like the whole back of the hairdo. She's giving Ariana Grande, she's giving Goro from Mortal Kombat, and I love it. Now I just have to work on the front part, that is gonna be just bangs. And here's the finished wig. It's simple, but I really love the floor-length ponytail. And no, I won't be cutting the hair this time, cause I do want that Hatsune Miku effect. So, as a final step, she just needs some accessories. I 3D printed and painted a headset and an ornament for the ponytail. In the very end, I really felt like she needed some sort of gloves or sleeves, so I just saw these ones. And now we have all the elements. We can say we are done. So I hope you guys like her. I'm really enjoying creating these anime style dolls. It's what I really always wanted to create. It's what I like to do. I want to keep creating more characters, sometimes OCs, sometimes from anime, sometimes from video games. Feel free to request characters if you want. Also, stop by my Insta, you're missing a lot if you're not there. Thank you so much for watching this video. You know, the best way to support me is liking, commenting and sharing this video. And of course subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. It really motivates me a lot. Well guys, that's all for today. See you on my next video. Bye!